June 14th, 1986. First victim, Kyoko Tsuki. Gender, female, age, 22. The body of Kyoko Tsuki was found near the forested region of Chichibu. By day, this area is usually occupied by children playing with their kites. Hajime Isao-miya and Yoneko were preparing a picnic on a Saturday morning, while their children played by Mamoru and Soichiro Park surroundings. A short time later, the two children came running back, screaming and crying, frightened. The parents of the children went to investigate the reason why their children were scared, and that's when they found the body. The police were then called to the scene. The girl's body was on the ground with her arms entwined to form an X. Her legs were crossed as well. In her hand was an object, a black rook chess piece. When an autopsy was done, it was found that the cause of death was asphyxiation. Earlier that day, the police had taken a report of another case. A 20-year-old girl had claimed to have been kidnapped and held hostage by a masked man. According to her, he approached her while returning home from work at around 2200 hours, 10 p.m. The girl also claimed she was held hostage throughout the night, along with another girl, and the masked man asked them several questions. After being questioned about how she escaped, she said that the man had drugged her with some kind of chloroform. When she awoke, she was close to the forested region, holding a white rook. The girl recognized the body of the victim as that of the girl who had been held hostage with her the night before. June 18th, 1986. Second victim, Ryotaro Satoru. Gender, male, age, 38. Ryotaro Satoru was found near the Ogurasawa school by workers who went to the mines in Nichitsu. Satoru also worked in the Nichitsu mines. The workers recognized him and called police. Satoru was lying on the ground with his arms and legs crossed in the same manner as the first victim. In his hand was a black pawn. After the autopsy, it was found that the victim had died by drowning. On the same morning the body was found, the police received a call from a worker who claimed to have been kidnapped along with his friend the night before. He was taken to the police station and interrogated. The employee says that at around 2300 hours, 11 p.m., he and his friend were walking back home after work when a masked man appeared and at gunpoint ordered the two to accompany him. The man then drugged the two men until they lost consciousness. According to the worker, during the morning they were interrogated by this masked man, and after many questions, he turned to the worker and once again left him unconscious. The boy said that when he woke up, he was near the road leading to the mine Nichitsu, and in his hand was a white pawn. When asked about the types of questions that the man asked, the victim answered, "There were questions about how many children I had, what their names were, if I believed in God, if I went to church, if I loved my wife and children, and if I was happy. Some questions were about my childhood and what I expect of my future." It was exactly the same as the woman in the first case had told us. June 22nd, 1986. Third victim, Takao Susumu. Age, 27. Another body was found, this time within a Nichitsu mine. Unlike the others, this man was totally naked, with his arms and legs crossed. In his hand again was another chess piece. The Black Knight. Susumu did not work in the Nichitsu mines. He was a security guard over in the center of Chichibu. There are no witnesses. Unlike the other cases, this time, there didn't seem to be another person held hostage. The detectives and police were working tirelessly on this case, but have had no results. There was nothing that could guide us to a possible suspect, and nothing linking the victims, except the fact that all the bodies were found within 4 days near Nichitsu. This was not surprising since Chichibu is not a very large city. An autopsy performed on the body indicated that the victim died of hypothermia. June 26, 1986. Bulletin of Occurrence. Gender: female. This morning, a police report was taken about an abduction. Nayami Fumiko, 26 years old, was approached on the night of June 24th, 1986, near the forested region of Chichibu, as she was returning home from work. According to the victim, a masked man approached her and put a knife to her back. She was instructed not to make a sound. After this, he put something on her face that made her faint. According to reports, the victim, when she regained consciousness, was tied to a chair with a cloth over her face, blinding her. She could only hear a male voice that proceeded to ask her several questions, the same as all the other victims. After the questionnaire, once again, the man drugged her. When Fumiko regained consciousness, she was close to her place of work, lying among the trees near the road. Hanging from her neck was a necklace with a white knight dangling from it. Several officers were sent out to check the area near where the victim woke up, but no clue was found.
June 30th, 1986. Fourth and fifth victims: Hanako Junko and Mayumi Yuri. Ages: 23 and 30, respectively. The greatest number of victims were found this morning. Hanako and Mayumi were found on the main road of the city. The bodies were together on the side of the highway. Opposed to the way we found the other victims, there were differences in the way these two bodies were arranged. Their arms were open and their legs were over each other. On the left hand, Hanako held a black bishop, while the right hand of Mayumi held a black queen. Upon autopsy, it was found that both victims had died, as with the first victim, by asphyxiation. The entire investigation force became extremely frustrated. This murderer was playing with us. Again, we had no clues, no witnesses, nothing. That same morning at the police station, a woman reported that her daughter had been abducted by a mysterious man. According to the mother, the child had been playing on the porch. The mother had been knitting in another room when she heard a short scream of the little girl. She ran to the window and could see a man running away from the house with the girl in his arms. She ran after the man and saw him get into a car and drove out of sight. The car was found this afternoon near School Ogurasawa. The girl was inside the car. She was unconscious but without injury. Hung on her left wrist was a bracelet with a white bishop, and in her right fist was a white queen. During the next 3 days following the discovery of the child, nearly the entire police investigative force mobilized to help in finding any clues that would lead to the killer. Again, nothing was found.
July 4th, 1986. King White. We all thought we would get a new victim, but no new death was reported. The Friday morning was euphoric. A young man was found unconscious near a fuel station located near the road leading to the mine Nichitsu. The boy was taken to nearest hospital, but before arriving at the hospital, regained consciousness. After explaining to doctors what had happened, the police were called. The boy had been kidnapped the previous night while returning alone from a party in the home of his friends. He was riding his bike home when he saw a man staggering in the road. He decided to stop to help the man who appeared to be drunk. According to him, when he got down from the bike to help the man, he was grabbed. All that the boy could see was a white mask with a long black smile. He then fainted. When he awoke, he realized he had been tied to a chair. All he could hear was the voice of the man asking him questions, the same as all the other victims. After answering all of the questions, once again he was drugged into unconsciousness. He had only regained consciousness while on his way to hospital.
"Officer, it was in my neck when I woke up," he explained.
A white king. As before, the whole squad of police and detectives went out desperately searching for clues. Everyone figured that if there was a white king in this boy, Black King would hold a corpse. There were days of searching, but nothing was found. There were no reports of disappearances. Nothing. Starting on the 4th of July, 1986, we did not hear any more reports of murders, which resembles the series of deaths that have occurred since the day 14th of June, 1986. After 1 year in, the case was filed on the 12th of August, 1987, indefinitely as a cold case. The mysterious murders that took place in that city generated many rumors. Many people showed up claiming to be the killer, who was named by the townspeople as Chesu at Kira, Chess Killer. But none of them turned out to be the killer. This case was so disturbing that it resulted in several similar murders in many parts of the world. The government then decided to hide the case, and after years, all that was left were rumors. A similar case occurred in Russia in 2006. A man named Alexander Pichushkin was arrested and convicted of murdering 48 people, and was also known as the Chess Killer.